So you don't realize how hard making these videos is. You know, it gives you a whole new perspective. Like Grand Thumb, like love the guy, always respected the guy, but you don't realize how hard making videos is until you actually do it. Gives you a whole new level of appreciation. So I'm Quinten and I. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran of 4 years. I was an 0621 field radio operator. Spent most of my time with a comm battalion, then the command element of a MEU. And then after I got off active duty, I went into the reserves and served with 124 Alpha Company for a while. Yeah, so total about 6.5, almost 7 years. Make sure this thing's on. It is windy out here, so I'm sorry if the microphone catches the wind. It's Michigan. It was like 40, 50 degrees yesterday. Today it's back down to 30. It just is what it is. This is my hobo coat. This is the coat I use to do my wood boiler, feed my animals anytime I need to do anything, and I don't want to ruin my other coat. This is the coat I wear. So this is my hobo coat. I've been doing a lot of short videos and everything, and my dream is to actually do longer form content videos. I'm moving my hands a lot. What do I do with these? To get in long format videos. That's my ultimate goal. I'm shooting this on my iPhone. I'm a broke ass, all right? Just like many of us, I don't have a whole lot of disposable income. Any disposable income I do have tries to go to family vacations, updates on the house, that type of stuff, all right? So that's why some of my gear is cool, but most of it is pretty outdated and a little janky. But I guess we'll start out with, oh, she's live. Clear. So we'll start out, this is my M&P9 Shield. When I got this thing, I didn't even have my rifle at the time. I just got out of service, but I wanted something to protect me, all right, from any threat, whether it be an animal, wild animal on the farm, or someone trying to break into my house, or when I'm out and about. That is why I got an M&P9 Shield. Now, the unfortunate thing is I wish I would have saved up and got a full size, but this is what I needed at the time. It filled a niche that I needed, which was to carry something on me, all right? And I'm not a giant guy. I'm 5'9", so concealing this is easy. And the best thing, the best weapon for concealment is one that you're actually going to carry with you. So having something nice and small, it's great because it's more comfortable. Yes, it's a single stack, you know, but it is what it is. The holster that I run is absolute dog shit. I mean, it's not too bad for what it is. It's supposed to be in the waistband holster. It's not awful. Obviously, it doesn't have side carts or anything, but you guys do what you can on the budget that you have, all right? So this thing was like $10 when I got my pistol. I was able to pick this thing up like 3 or 4 years ago for like $250, $300. They had a sale. But this is what I run on my hip, and it is absolutely atrocious. It holds on most of the time pretty well, but it's just what I have, guys. I'm saving up. Right? So you're talking about like a Safariland ALS that's almost a $200 holster, if not a little bit more, depending on the attachments. And then also like a Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS, you're looking at another $600 plus. That's $1,000 for... I already have what I need filled, so anything after that is just kind of plus and, you know, disposable income. Don't really have a whole lot of that. Moving on to the rifle. What you want to do first, anytime you pick up a weapon, clear it out. Huge fan of that. So just make sure there's no magazine that's going to accidentally feed around. You pull this back, you make sure the chamber's empty and that the bolt goes home on an empty chamber. So this originally was a DPMS Oracle 2 that I bought in 2018, sometime around then. Since then, I've switched to a mil-spec buffer tube. It comes with a commercial, the Magpul CTR stock on here. I got a wish.com. Again, guys, the budget that you have, all right? I wish I could afford an $80 charging handle, but I couldn't. And so a wish.com special Raptor charging handle. It's worked great so far. No bending or anything. Seems like it's made out of decent aluminum. Then I got the Vortex 3X magnifier here that I was able to get with Cabela gift cards that my work gave me. Vortex Strikefire 2, again, Cabela gift cards that my work gave me. I was able to get that. This handguard, I traded some electrical work. I'm an electrician by trade, so I was able to trade some electrical work for this handguard, which I'm pretty sure I might have got ripped off. But for the same deal, electrical work, I was able to get this barrel too, and it's a 223 Wild 1 in 8 twist MPI, so magnetically partically inspected, which is great. and just a regular A2 bird cage up top. I got a knockoff Magpul grip up here. I got an Amazon special flashlight. Again, guys, this is a budget build, all right? I'm not gonna go, fight in the trenches or anything with this, but for what I need it for, it's decent. With a pressure pad mounted up here, still the same standard DPMS Oracle 2 bolt carrier group. I eventually plan on upgrading that to something a little bit nicer, especially as I learn more about firearms. Love firearms. I know a bit, but I don't know all the little individual brands and everything. I know different coatings and stuff like that, and I know to look for staked gas keys, but I don't know all the little nuances. All right, guys, bear with me. We're going to be on this journey together. But this rifle has been great. Local Dunham's for like $350, and since then have just been dumping money into it. Wish it was better, but it's been great so far. I probably have 2,000 to 3,000 rounds on this now, probably closer to the 3,000, if not a little bit more. I haven't really been keeping track. But that's what and then also my sling is janky. This is a Vickers sling that I had when I was in the Marines. I got a QD mount for here. My handguard up here has got another QD mount, but I don't actually have the mount, so I just fed it through the handguard and taped it on. All right, improvise, adapt, overcome. Helmet here with the Rhino NVG mount, and my little cat eye is back here. So my flak jacket I was able to keep from the Marines because I lost mine, so I bought one. Or I thought I lost it, so I had to buy one from the local surplus store, and turns out I ended up finding mine, so I had an extra one. Unfortunately, I do not have plates. Again, just part of being a broke ass. As I get deeper into this and as my family's needs are met a little bit more, I'll save up money, get my pistol, get my plates, get a suppressor, eventually get an SBR. All right, guys, it's a process. But so just bear with me, guys. All right, no one was born awesome. No one was born perfect. So what I got up here is just a standard USMC double stack mag pouches. I got Stanag mags. I also got P mags. I run both, but it's just what I primarily run. I got a carabiner on there. I've got just a cheap little knife there to cut anything that needs to be cut, because more often than not, I'm not going to need that to stab anyone. I'm just going to be cutting zip ties or cutting 550 cord. Zip ties in case I need to zip tie anything up on the range. And then that's pretty much it for here. And then on the back, on my flak jacket, this is just a regular day pack that as soon as I graduated boot camp at San Diego, I went straight to the MCX there, and I saw everyone walking around with backpacks and thought that was super cool, so I went and bought one. It was stupid, but it's cool now because I have it now on my flak. I still have the straps on it. It's just zip tied up here, so that way it's always with my kit. I can put all my range stuff in here. That way I always have it with me. I usually keep my Ear Pro. And then also I keep, when I'm on the range and I'm listening to music, I keep my cheap old Gen 1 iPad in there, so that way I can listen to my downloaded music. I keep a bungee cord on it to keep it nice and sucked up when I don't have anything in it. But it still has the straps. It's just zip tied on, so that way if I ever do need it for a mission or anticipate needing something out of my bag, I can cut the zip ties, throw the straps on, and then if I need to, I can take the straps off and use it as a regular backpack. All right, is it perfect? No, but I think it's better than just having one mollied on there. And if I didn't have this on there, I would have pretty much nothing on my back other than a hydration system, which I usually keep in my backpack because it's got a little spot right here for it. So that's that. I got another budget. Oh, get off there. I got another budget Amazon tactical belt. So I ended up moving my cheap ass Gerber off of my primary side. Everyone was saying it was going to get in the way. I never had an issue with it getting in the way, but people bully you. There's sometimes bullying is good. It makes you do stuff, makes you make changes. So I put it here so that way I can get to it. Cheap old dump pouch, don't get this guy. Cheap old IFAC, don't get this guy. The bottom snaps here kind of fall off and everything, but at least I have something, and it is, I unclip this and I can just rip it off. It's Velcro, and if I try to rip it off and it doesn't want to come, the snaps will pop off and the whole thing will fall off. So there's that. And then some of you who know, I was able to keep this too from the Marines. But so that's my kit. It's not great, it's not perfect, but tons of room for improvement, and that's what we want. And the nice thing is I can figure out what I want. Nice thing about running this cheap holster is I thought I want something that rode that high, but watching it interface with my flak and using that VTAC wall and how much it got in the way, I realized I do want like a mid ride or maybe like a low ride, but not quite a drop leg. But that's what I've learned. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Let's be on this journey together. Let's get better together. Let's do all kinds of stuff. Let's work on our physical activity. Yeah, thank you guys. So after that, we're just working dry fire. I've already done a little bit, just gonna do some more. Doing a little work using the custom VTAC wall behind me that I made out of spare parts, just like me. Dry fire isn't great, but if it's all you have, it's better than nothing, all right? There's obviously gonna be some training flaws. Learn some things from when you go live fire. I got kids sleeping right now, so it's hard as a dad to find time that I can go and actually shoot and not disturb anyone. And also ammo is expensive, so get up there and dry fire. All right, let's get to it.